They tried to erase it. The languages, the names, the drums, the gods. But across the American South, some beliefs refuse to disappear. There's a word for this kind of survival: syncretism. Syncretism happens when different religions, spiritual beliefs, or cultural traditions blend together over time, creating something new while still carrying pieces of the old world inside it. And honestly, we see syncretism every single day without realizing it. Christmas trees come from older European pagan winter traditions. Easter traditions like eggs and rabbits existed long before modern Christianity adopted them. Even phrases like knock on wood trace back to older spiritual beliefs about protection and luck. Cultures blend constantly. Religions adapt, traditions evolve. But in the American South, syncretism became something deeper. It became survival. When enslaved Africans were brought to the South, they carried more than physical labor with them. They carried spiritual systems, ancestor reverence, healing traditions, sacred symbols, stories about spirits, protection, dreams, and the unseen world. But many of these traditions were feared by slaveholders and colonial authorities. African rituals were often outlawed. Drums were banned in some areas because people feared they could be used for communication and rebellion. Forced conversion to Christianity became common across plantations throughout the South. And for many people, survival meant adaptation. Some traditions went underground. Others blended themselves into Christian imagery and Southern folklore. Bible verses became protection rituals. Psalms were recited like spiritual weapons. Candles, oils, roots, prayers, graveyard traditions, and ancestral practices merged into what many people would later recognize as hoodoo and Southern folk spirituality. The old beliefs didn't disappear. They learned how to hide. And maybe that's why the South still feels spiritually different to so many people. Why old churches feel heavy after dark. Why crossroads became places people feared. Why graveyards became more than places of mourning. Why certain superstitions still get passed down in whispers from grandparents who may not even remember where the stories began. Because memory lingers even when history tries to bury it. The South is filled with traditions people practice every day without always realizing how old they truly are. A Bible under the pillow for protection, sweeping bad energy out of the front door, speaking to ancestors at grave sites, using oils, candles, and prayers together for healing or luck. For generations, these traditions survived quietly, hidden inside religion, folklore, family customs, and everyday life. And maybe the most fascinating part is this: the religion they tried to erase never truly disappeared. It transformed, it adapted, and in many ways, it's still here, hidden in plain sight. What Southern superstition or spiritual tradition did your family grow up believing in?